Hi everyone, I'm Zahra, founder of Monti Kids, and this is Zaid, and we're here today to do an unboxing of Monti Kids Level 4. So Zaid is 10 months old now. He started Level 4. He's still using all of Level 3 and a lot of Level 2. And I'm going to put him down in his play area so he can enjoy while we unbox. Can I sit here? So the first thing you see when you open Monti Kids box is our toy timeline. And the timeline shows you when to introduce everything in the box, because they're introduced in a progression of difficulty as your child improves their skills. So that's the timeline. We also send for parents weekly guidance, so short videos that show you how to use everything, the research behind it, what your baby learns, how to set up your play area at every stage, and that's delivered to your inbox right when you need it. It's designed for busy parents, so it's short but a lot of good info. And then of course we have support from our Montessori experts. So I just opened the first toy of Level 4. And this is the Object Permanence Box 2. And you may remember that in Level 3 there was an Object Permanence Box 1, which I have here, because I wanted to show you how they increase in challenge for your baby. So this helped your baby to understand that when objects disappear, they still exist. And now that your baby really is solidifying that concept, there's an added challenge that they have to hold the image of the ball in their mind and then open the drawer to retrieve it. So that's more challenging cognitively. They're also exercising their fine motor skills now, manipulating these small knobs and opening the drawer. And we are designing toys now for two-handed play. So in the demo video, we show how to introduce the toy to your baby, and they'll do it in their own way, but eventually you'll see some version of this. And we want to see that because when babies play with two hands in coordination, that strengthens the connections between the hemispheres in their brain. So that is toy 1. Toy 2 is the push balls, and it comes with 3 balls, this box, and all of the Monti Kids toys that have multiple components come with a little cloth storage baggie to help you stay organized. So these are the push balls. These are really great for strengthening your child's hands and fingers as they push the balls through. And they'll start with both hands, again, that two-handed play and coordination, and then they'll eventually be doing it with fingers, or just one finger. And this is also experimentation with object permanence. Now that they understand it more, they can start to make predictions and do experiments around it. Like they realize eventually that if they put the ball in the farthest hole here, it'll take longer to come out versus this one will come out right away. So now they're kind of playing around with experimentation. Third toy is the stable stacker. So that is here. And this is kind of the next level of stacking from the rocking stacker, which was in Level 3. The rocking stacker helped your baby learn how to stack because the rings were nice and big, and the rocking base helps them to not tip it over right away if they kind of bang into the peg. Now you can see they're working with very small rings, really working their fine motor skills, their firm grasp, and then the precision of guiding over the peg. And then we provide different size rings to really encourage all those different grasps and again strengthen those hands. And these are the types of skills that your child really builds their strength to prepare them for later things like writing. A lot of people don't realize that preschoolers actually struggle with writing, not because it's cognitively difficult, but because they haven't built up the hand strength to hold that pencil and make them do what they want it to. And so materials like this really help so that their hands are ready for using a pencil, using scissors, dressing and undressing, and even as they get older, all sorts of tasks that require hand control. So the next toy, these are the first puzzles, and there's 4 puzzles in here, and they come in a progression of difficulty from simple to complex. They're introduced one at a time. And the nice thing here, babies love doing this at a young age. They're ready for puzzles, but they usually cannot be successful with the puzzles that are out there on the market. And the reason is because the puzzles that you typically find in toy stores are really complicated. You know, usually puzzles have a lot of imagery, a lot of different pieces, but this simple design helps young babies to really focus and be successful. So we're setting them up for success, and again, puzzles are great for fine motor skills, spatial skills. It's nice to be able to develop these spatial skills from a very young age, because a lot of research shows that those early spatial skills are the foundation for understanding math later on. So I've moved on to the next toy. You doing okay? You want to play near Mama? You want to play near Mama? Do you want to find something else to play with? This one. Because it's a really new challenge. Up until now, your baby has had a lot of time putting balls into holes, and balls can go any which way. Let me just put out these pegs. But the pegs are different because they can only go into their little holes in one direction. So this way they don't fit. So now your child has the added challenge of having to rotate, strengthening that wrist to get the pegs into their holes. And obviously there's a lot of fine motor challenge here beyond the balls, that firm grasp, that precision that's required. They can pattern the colors, they love that. Later as they get better. And this is perfectly designed. This is kind of the first thing you can offer your child when they are hands-free walking and ready to carry something. And they love to do that. It's a whole new world for them to be able to carry things as they walk. And then we design it perfectly. You know, the pegs are not going to fall out when they're carrying it, and really that's to set them up for success. You want to do that so that they're building up their self-confidence and ready to take on new challenges. And later as they get better, you can put the pegs in the tray, and that's another challenge, so they can carry it while walking without dropping those pegs off the tray. And the last toy is the tracker, which is a nice big toy. This box. The tracker is something you would introduce when your baby is independently standing, moving from standing to sitting on their own. You would put the tracker out on the floor. It comes with these 4 balls, and goes like this right on the floor. Get this frame out. Move the box so you can see. And this is a lot of fun. They're working their gross motor skills as they play with the tracker because they're going to stand to put the ball in the hole, and then they're going to drop it through and then sit down to pick it up or crouch down and then stand up again and repeat and repeat and repeat. So they're working those gross motor skills, they're working their fine motor skills, and then they're working visual tracking. And a lot of people don't realize that that's a really important skill. A lot of preschoolers, as a preschool teacher, I saw a lot of children, and I hear this from other teachers and occupational therapists. Children often struggle with reading, again, not because it's cognitively challenging, but because they haven't built up the visual tracking skills to track the words on the page. And we are working on that at Monti Kids right from when they're newborns with our visual mobiles. So that's, again, something we're doing here. I'll show you how it works. It's a lot of fun. 20/20 vision is something that's talked about a lot, but there's actually 17 different visual skills, and visual tracking is one of them. So we're making sure that we're giving your baby a really strong foundation for learning. And these are the toys in level 4. Zay, do you want to come say bye to everyone? Sorry to interrupt. Do you want to say bye? Yeah? Let's say bye-bye. Let's say bye-bye. Yeah. You want to track? You want to see this one? That was good tracking. Looks like we're going to play, so we'll see you later.